I am 95 years old today. The room is quiet, and the only sound I hear is the ticking of that clock on the wall. Every tick is a second I'll never get back. People think that a life is destroyed in a single moment of tragedy, a bankruptcy, a heartbreak, a sudden accident. But looking at these wrinkled hands, I can tell you the truth. My life wasn't destroyed by explosion. It was dismantled, piece by piece, by the tiny decisions I thought were harmless. I wasn't a failure, not at first. I had fire in my soul. I had opportunities that others would have killed for. I had dreams that were so real I could almost taste them. I was going to be someone. I was going to change things. But I had a secret enemy. A voice in my head that whispered the most dangerous word in the human language. I told myself I was just being patient. I told myself I was waiting for the right time. Not today, I'd say. I'm too tired today. Maybe next week when things settle down. Maybe next year when I have more money. And that lie, that beautiful, comfortable lie, it quietly stole my entire existence. I avoided the hard conversations. I stayed in the job that bored me because it was safe. I chose the warmth of my bed over the cold air of the morning run. I chose comfort over growth, every single time. Nothing crashed. No one yelled at me. My life didn't end with a bang. It just slowly evaporated in the silence of my own hesitation. Years started moving like water through my fingers. 20, 30, 50 years. I kept waiting for my real life to begin, not realizing that I was already living it and wasting it. Until one morning I looked in the mirror and didn't recognize the person staring back. I hadn't become a monster. I had become a ghost. A man who never really lived because he was too afraid to start. But the real horror? It wasn't the time I lost. It was the decision I made the very next morning. That one decision changed everything. And the most terrifying part is, you are probably making that same decision right at this moment. You think you're safe. You think you have time. You don't. The next day, I woke up with a heavy chest. I had promised myself that everything would change. I told myself that the old me died yesterday, and the new me was finally taking charge. But then the sun hit my face, and the bed felt a little too warm. I told myself, just one more day of rest. I need to clear my head. I'll start for real on Monday. That was the moment I truly died. Because that Monday is a day that doesn't exist on any calendar. It's a myth we tell ourselves so we don't have to face the pain of trying. Each day after that, something inside me started to break. My discipline didn't just weaken. It vanished. My confidence didn't just fade. It became a memory. From the outside, my life looked normal. I had a house, I had a job. People thought I was fine. But internally, I was losing every single battle with myself. I watched opportunities knock on my door, and I was too paralyzed to turn the handle. I watched them walk away, and I let them go without a fight. And then came my third mistake, the most dangerous one. I stopped believing I was even worthy of a better life. I started treating my big ambitions like they were just childish fantasies. I began to silence my own heart. Every time a new door opened, I stepped back into the shadows. A voice in my head kept whispering, "It's too late now. You missed your chance. Why bother?" And that thought? It's a poison. It defeats you before you even step onto the battlefield. I spent the next 20 years comparing my hollow life to the vibrant lives of others. I watched them build, I watched them fail, I watched them rise, while I just sat there, shrinking into nothingness. My fourth mistake was the prison of habit. I knew I was wasting my soul, but I kept choosing the easy path. Comfort became my cage. Then my fifth mistake. I surrounded myself with people who were just as stuck as I was. They didn't push me because my failure made them feel better about their own. We all sat in the same boat, sinking slowly, smiling the whole time. And finally, the sixth mistake, the one that haunts me now as I sit in this chair at 95. I accepted the truth too late. I realized I had been my own jailer, my own enemy, and my own executioner. But by the time I realized it, my energy was gone. My time was up. There is nothing left to rebuild. No legacy. No story I'm proud to tell my grandchildren. Just a quiet, cold understanding that I had every tool to build a kingdom, and I chose to stay in the dirt. Avatar looks straight into the camera, pointing a finger or leaning forward. So if you're hearing this, if you can still feel your heart beating, you need to understand one thing. That clock on your wall isn't just counting time. It's counting your life away. You think you're waiting for the right moment, but the truth is, the moment is waiting for you to stop being a coward. Don't become me. Don't wake up at 95 with a heart full of what-ifs. Kill your comfort before it kills you. Because time won't even remember your name if you don't give it a reason to.